Three words for you. Treat yourself.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of Fullmetal Random. This is going to be a fun one. We're talking about Paul Thomas Anderson movies, and got a great bunch of people here. We've got Henry. Henry, how's it going?
Good. As I show you behind the scenes a lot, whenever I do anything like this, I don't do it to like hardcore study and try and get a perfect score. I sign up for these things to test my fandom of a specific topic. So I rewatch some of these movies. Happily so. I'm finally got a chance. There's a lot that are top of my list. There's a lot that I wanted to revisit, so I appreciate that. But first time I've seen Michael in a long time. I'm glad that he's doing well. So I'm gonna have some fun regardless of what happens.
And also we've got Michael. Michael, how's it going?
All good. Very relieved that Henry just said that because I just kind of wanted to talk about Anderson films. So I've not done a huge amount of prep. I haven't had much time. I've had a cough recently, so that will probably reappear halfway through this. So everyone look forward to that. I still don't have a whiteboard, so I'm still using pen and paper. And other than that, I think this will be fine.
But with that being said, how the match goes, there's 35 questions in total. The first 30 questions just game point. Always when we get to the last 5 questions, it's game point lose. I'll get more to that when we get to that point. Everyone gets 3 repeats. No challenges because we live. If you do have an issue question, just bring it up afterwards. We can talk about it, and like if I feel that you are right and deserve that point, I will give it to you. It'll reflect on the stats at the anyway. But that being said, it's time to get started. So the first question is, in Resident Evil, oops, sorry, that's the wrong Anderson. Whose first name is Paul? The first question really is, in Hard 8, why does John need $6,000 in the movie? Yeah, I realised I hadn't seen most of Paul Thomas's answers for one, so I've watched a whole bunch of this and writing this. So
well, you're welcome. Or I'm sorry if you hated them. I don't know. We'll see.
Henry.
His mother's funeral.
Michael.
Where's the camera? Mother's funeral.
That is correct. The next question is, in Boogie Nights, when Bill is talking to Jack about the script of Dirk's first porno, Jack tells Bill to change the script because he wants Dirk to audition for who?
Can you repeat? You kind of stumbled a little bit, so I kind of lost track on how I was thinking about that question.
Yeah, no, I can do it. In Boogie Nights, when Bill is talking to Jack about the script of Dirk's first porno, Jack tells Bill to change the script because he wants Dirk to audition for what character? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
Don't really remember that one. Is it like a cop character or something?
Henry.
I just said the lead.
The correct answer is Amber, who I believe. I won't give it to you here. People can yell at me later for not, but yeah, Amber's the answer.
Okay, I guess I think we both misunderstood the question. That's fine.
Yeah.
I get what you mean now after hearing the answer.
Yeah.
What the question
is. The next question is, what's the name of the quiz show in Magnolia? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
What do kids know?
Michael.
Let's come up. What do kids know?
What do kids know is correct. The next question is, in Punch Drunk Love, what musical instrument does Barry watch get abandoned by the taxi at the start of the movie?
Can you repeat that one? Sorry.
Yep. In Punch Drunk Love, what musical instrument does Barry watch get abandoned by the taxi at the start of the movie? There is a few different answers I will accept for this, just because this instrument is known by many different things. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. Michael.
It's not a film I'm as familiar with. I know there's a harmonium at some point in the film, but I think it's in the
Henry.
middle. So
I think that's the other name for it. Tiny piano.
Yeah, piano, organ, keyboard, harmonium.
Okay.
They're all it's all the same words. It's different words for the same instrument. The next question is, in There'll Be Blood, when Daniel and his son go up to the Sunday's property, what does he tell them that he is there to do?
I started writing before you finished the question. That's my goal on every There'll Be Blood question. Know the answer before you finish the question.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
Quail hunting.
Michael.
Yeah, I forgot that one. Unfortunately, I just put by land.
Quail hunting is correct. Next question is, in The Master, what kind of drink does Freddy make for Lancaster Dodd? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
I don't know the answer, and I don't really do alcohol, so I couldn't even think of a funny answer.
Henry.
I just generally said an alcoholic drink because I don't know if they name it. I don't know.
That would have been a good answer.
Yeah, they do name it. It's moonshine that he makes for him.
They did call it moonshine. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
The next question is, what is the name of the massage parlor that Doc goes to try and track down Glenn Charlock in Inherent Vice? This is one I actually rewatched for this and actually enjoyed it a little bit more than when I first watched it.
It's still too long, but yes, it is an enjoyable watch, but it's not a rewatchable movie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
The Golden Fang.
Michael.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this movie, so I didn't really put in any effort to study it. I also know for a fact that I've gotten this question wrong before, so I've just said on record, I hate this question. I don't like it. It keeps coming up.
The correct answer is Chick Planet.
Oh, okay.
The next question is, in The Phantom Thread, what kind of jam did Reynolds not want for his breakfast?
Almost anything around this scene, I think I would have gotten. This one, I'm not as confident.
I just love this scene in general. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
I just don't know many jams. Strawberry jam? I don't know.
Henry.
I also said strawberry.
Well, that's good because that's the correct answer.
And I think she recommends boysenberry, and he's like, okay.
Yeah, no, it's one of those. I was like, she was definitely just driving that breakfast order.
Yeah, just rack up the bill.
The next question is: in Licorice Pizza, what is the name of the restaurant that Gary invites Alana to at the start of the movie?
I knew this was going to get asked, and I'm hoping that I don't mix it up. This is the one I rewatched today. I hadn't seen it since theaters.
This is the one I just completely missed when it came out and watched it for the first time to do this.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, man.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
5.
It's my least favorite, but it's still enjoyable. I like
2.
it from
Right. Pins down. Michael.
I deeply love the film. I highly recommend it, and I will not stand for any anti-Licorice Pizza chatter. However, I've no idea of the answer, I'm afraid.
Henry.
Tail of the Cock?
The tail of the cock is correct. The next question is: who has been the composer for Paul Thomas Anderson from There'll Be Blood to Licorice Pizza?
Am I mixing this up with a different person? Or do I? It's gotten to a point where I know the person I wrote down I know from someone else now, like currently, but I feel like it started here. So I'm hoping I don't screw this up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
That's another thing. Any data question I get wrong, I'm totally cool with that. 'Cause that's not what I watch movies for. Alexander's plot.
Michael.
I think it's Johnny Greenwood.
Johnny Greenwood.
Johnny Greenwood is correct.
The spot is Del Toro. Damn it.
Yeah. And I will try to find some data. I don't try to overpower it with data.
No, no, I don't care if I got it wrong. It's one of those where like,
Yeah, I know.
I don't play this for a perfect score.
The next question is: in The Master, at the first Congress in Phoenix, Lancaster states that the secret to living in these bodies that we hold is what? I definitely have to say, watching the Paul Thomas Anderson movies made me forget how good of an actor Philip Seymour Hoffman actually was.
Goated.
And he should have won the Oscar for The Master. He's phenomenal in that film.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
Belief.
Michael.
I don't know. I know he says a lot about everyone needs structure and leadership. So I don't know if he just says leadership. I'm not really sure.
The correct answer is laughter. Next question is: what is the profession of Tom Cruise's character Frank in Magnolia?
Are we both in the same boat? Or like, how do we word this?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how many words to put into this. Okay. I think I know what I'm going to do.
And 5,
Hopefully
4,
this
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
I've put motivational speaker in brackets men.
Henry.
in semi brackets, men who want to not be alone. Motivational speaker.
Motivational speaker is correct.
I was like, is that a profession? Sure.
It is a profession. I just
Yeah.
wasn't sure if it needs to specifically be that he's telling people to get laid.
So, I would have accepted the specific or the.
Would you have accepted sex doctor? Because
I mean, if that's what he actually, if it was,
No, I'm just
if it wasn't since I've seen Magnolia, it's one of the only ones I didn't actually be watching all this.
Right, Magnolia.
I didn't have 3 hours spare.
Magnolia is the only film that's ever been made. So
The next question is: What's the name of Daniel Plainview's son in There'll Be Blood?
You mean this guy's son?
Yes. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
This is my son, HW. HW Plainview.
Michael.
Thing is, I wasn't sure if we were supposed to know what the H stood for, so I did put HW and hope for the best.
I mean, I don't think they ever specify what
No, I
HW
don't
stands
think
for, so HW is correct.
HW stands for not really my son.
Valid.
The next question is, when Gary is being interviewed at the press tour at the start of Licorice Pizza, what does he say that the last thing he worked on was?
That's funny.
I don't know. They didn't think it was funny after that press tour.
They did not. They did not. They did not.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
I can't pull it. What was it? Tell me, Henry.
3 beavers.
That's it.
3 beavers is correct.
You mean Leave It to Beaver? No, 3 beavers. You little prick.
The next question is, in Phantom Thread, what does Alma use to poison Reynolds?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Spoilers. No, I'm just kidding. You mean you clicked on this Paul Thomas Anderson match because you hadn't seen any of the movies and you don't know what happened to them?
5.
Malcolm's like, I've heard that joke 100 times. Shut up.
2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
Mushrooms.
Michael.
Where's it go? Mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Well, I
is
kind of
correct.
hope someone has done that now, and we're just going to ruin every film for them.
Right?
Oh yeah, that'll be the.
Technically, that's
next
only
red
the first spoiler. All the other ones just out of context. You don't know what it means. This one's like, oh, he's being poisoned.
That'll be the next random match. Twists and movies. The next question is, in Punch Drunk Love, at his sister's birthday party when they tease him about his sexuality, what does he do that causes everyone to yell at him? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
Smash the windows.
Michael.
Right. I couldn't exactly remember, and I don't know how much to put in, so I probably got this slightly wrong because I put break a glass door, but I guess it was actually the
I will accept both because
I almost put door just because they're the tall windows, so you don't know if it's the door. Yeah, I almost put
as I said, I'll accept both because it essentially is the door, but it is the windows in that door that he breaks.
The glass is the most important thing. So yeah, you got
exactly. The next question is, in Hard 8, how long had it been since John had seen Clementine before she turned up in his bed? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
Don't really know. Something like 2 months.
Henry.
for 2 weeks.
2 months is correct. The next question is, in Boogie Nights, name 2 of the 3 awards that we see Dirk Diggler win at the 2nd Annual Adult Film Awards. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Henry.
Best new actor and best cock.
Michael.
Don't remember. I put best newcomer and best scene.
Best newcomer is correct. Best cock and best actor are also the other 2. So Henry gets the point there. The next question is, what is the golden fang that Jade would dock about in Inherent Vice?
All right, so I did make that word up, that name. Okay. It was just the wrong place. I'm like, I'm not an idiot, right?
Yeah. So spoiler alert, the answer is not massage parlor.
Okay, can you repeat the question now that I just my mind was refreshing?
What is the golden fang that Jade would dock about in Inherent Vice? And 5, 4, 3, 2, pins down. Michael.
Don't know. Is it just drugs?
Henry.
I said a secret club.
So yeah, this is the tricky thing because like there was multiple different answers but specifically it is a drug smuggling operation or a cartel or a boat.
I know that's why I knew it was regarding that, but I was like, how do I phrase that? So I was like,
yeah,
I said secret club. I don't know. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I can't give it. I don't think I can give it to Henry for just saying secret club.
That's fair.
And I don't think I can give it to Michael for just saying drugs.
That's fair. Hey, let's combine our answer and then we get.
Yeah.
We're both on the right page. It's the wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
The game can have a point.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. But the next question is how many Paul Thomas Anderson movies has John C. Reilly starred in?
I always ask this question: starred or just appeared in? Like, does he have a credit? Just to be clear, there's a difference.
He's credited in all these movies. So.
Okay. In all the ones that the answer you're looking for, you mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
I'm going to do the idiot gamble thing and include the like little cameo thing. So I've put 4.
Henry.
I won't say what the cameo is just in case that gets asked later, but I'll leave it at that because I do know the answer of the cameo, but I won't say. But yeah, 4.
4 is correct.
And then if he doesn't ask the question later, I'll say what the cameo is because I know, but I don't want to.
I know what it is as well. I just wasn't
Okay.
sure. I could sort of see you going to the same thought process as the star.
Yeah.
I love John C. Reilly. He's great.
I mean, I can say I don't have that question in there anyway.
Herman Munster in Licorice Pizza.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, it's one of those cameos, but he was credited as that cameo. So
that's why I just wanted to double check because you did say starring, so I just wanted to double check.
That's yeah. I know the wording is off, but
Yeah.
I mean, whenever I do those kind of questions, like my rule is as long as he's credited in the movie, and
No, absolutely.
I'm not JPO and just include uncredited cameos. The next question is who plays Jimmy in Hard 8?
I actually like this question. Because if you don't know, you're like, really? But when you know, you're like, oh, it's easy. So I like this question.
Pins down Henry
Samuel Jackson.
and Michael.
Yeah, bonkers to think he did an Anderson film, Sammy Jackson.
Post Pulp Fiction too. So like wow, he was popular.
Yeah, sure.
The next question is in Punch Drunk Love, what US state do the Hitmen brothers come from that the phone sex operator sends after Barry? And I apologize, Michael, for having a US state question here.
That's okay. That's fine.
Henry does it to me all the time as well. So.
Oh, absolutely. Bet.
3.
More fun in an MTV when you're like technically 50-50 chance of getting that. I'm gonna be pissed if it's like Ohio, but I feel like it was just one state away. I said Nevada.
Michael.
I don't know the answer. I don't know if the answer I've put is a state, and I don't know how to spell my answer.
Let's go.
That said, Massachusetts.
So as soon as you said you don't know how to spell the answer, I knew you had it wrong. The answer is just Utah.
Utah. I knew it was one. Yeah, they look like they're probably from Utah, so that's fair. No offense to any viewers that live in Utah.
The next question is in Magnolia, what happens to Stanley on the set of What Do Kids Know that he gets embarrassed about?
Poor guy.
Oh yeah, those producers were just dicks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Michael.
Poor fella wrecks himself.
Henry.
He pisses his pants, but it's cool because we can consider him Miles Davis.
That is correct. The next question is in There Will Be Blood, HW tells Daniel that he wants to dissolve their partnership so he can start an oil company in what country?
I technically started writing before you finished what it wasn't halfway through, so I am ashamed of myself. I've only seen There Will Be Blood twice in the last 5 years, and the last time was 6 months ago, and that was the first time in 3 years. But I love this movie.
5, 4, 3.
It's one of the best ever. It's just objective.
Henry.
Mexico.
Michael.
That said, didn't know the answer. I put Australia. I haven't got Australia.
Mexico is correct.
Makes a lot more sense.
The next question is, what is the name of the designer house in Phantom Thread?
Say that again.
What is the name of the designer house in Phantom Thread? I believe what they mean by this question is his fashion. It's his name is fashion label and that.
Okay.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
Good question. Don't know. I've gone for Woodcock Mansion. Just wondered if there's something simple like that.
Henry.
Yeah, Woodcock Dresses.
You know what? I'm going to give it to you. The specific answer is House of Woodcock, but you've both got Woodcock in your answer. I'm going to give it to you.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like the wording. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of those
Just pads our stats.
We'll give it to the game again.
Yeah.
Then the game's on 2, so it's catching up with us.
The next, what is the name of the love interest of Freddie Crowell in The Master? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
Sandy. I don't remember her name.
Michael.
No, I knew I should have watched The Masters Day, and I didn't. Betty?
It is Doris.
Doris, yeah.
Greatest girl I ever knew.
All right, the next question is, in Inherent Vice, Doc meets with Rudy Blatnoid, who is what kind of profession? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
I just didn't want a blank board. I'm trying to think who Rudy is. Cop.
Michael.
Yeah, it all blurs into one. I blankboarded it. I don't know.
It is Dentist. He was played by Martin Short.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I can tell you stuff that they did in the scene.
Yeah.
I forgot that was his character.
The next question is, in Boogie Nights, what kind of shop was Buck's rope at when it got held up at Christmas time?
I had a feeling this was going to get asked too. There's sometimes when you go in where you like, all right, what are some good ones that I hope get asked? And this is one of them. Let's go.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry.
Holy moly donut shop.
Michael.
I was close. I don't remember. I thought it was sugary related, but I put ice cream parlor. So
Donut shop is correct.
She was like,
Next
it's bear claws or something like that. So that's how it's specific. Donut.
The next question is, what is the name of the waterbed business that Gary Alana managed in Licorice Pizza?
This is another one where it's like, all right, I hope this one gets asked. Like I said, when I rewatched these, and I didn't take notes by any means, but as certain things happen, I'm like, that's got to be a question, right? So, let me just put that in the back of my mind. There's one more Boogie Nights one that I hope gets asked, but other than that, all the other ones, I'm like, we'll see.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
I could be wrong. I could be getting confused with something else in the film, but was it Soggy Bottom?
Henry.
I said soggy bottoms, plural, so it's up to you.
You're both probably confusing it with something else, but the answer is Fat Bernie.
What was the wording of the question?
What is the name of the waterbed business that Gary Alana managed in Licorice Pizza?
So Fat Bernie is more of the like for example.
Yeah, I am actually quickly looking that up.
So my thing is like Fat Bernie is Malcolm that works like that's more of the Nike versus Jordan is the Soggy Bottoms. That's a specific brand of waterbeds. Fat Bernie is more of I can't think of like the production name, I guess. So you said waterbeds, so Soggy Bottoms is the waterbeds.
Yeah.
Because Fat Bernie's also goes into the pinballs later too. That's more.
I'm going to look at. I'm going to mark that, and I'll figure that out.
Sorry, no challenges. We weren't trying to.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, in some cases, if it's something I can just quickly look up,
Yeah.
but I'm putting that in there. I'm just getting that licorice pizza was known as soggy bottom at one stage in pre-production. So, but question number 30 is: name 2 of the 3 Paul Thomas Anderson movies that Louis Guzman appeared in.
Can you repeat? Sorry, I sort of stopped.
Name 2 of the 3 Paul Thomas Anderson movies which starred Louis Guzman.
I'm going to be the hipster douchebag and write all 3. Sorry. I think you will too, or at least you know all 3. But yeah.
I'll do it as well if you want.
Yeah, I just had to.
Toe.
Shout out Luis Guzman. Got to show him some love. He has sizable roles in all 3, so it's not like they're cameos. But yeah, both all.
I'll build a statue on the on the screen on Glendale School. Or Glendale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Henry.
Fellow porn star in Boogie Nights, game show contestant in Magnolia, and Barry's partner in Punch Drunk Love.
And Michael.
I ran out of room in the end, so I probably shouldn't have gone so much on that. But yeah, Boogie Nights, Magnolia, and Punch Drunk Love. Also, just want to shout my favorite fact, which is that in Magnolia, he is basically just playing himself.
Oh, yeah.
Which always makes me laugh.
Absolutely. He always makes me laugh. Excuse me.
But while you're answering that, I did actually quickly find out that fact, and now I've lost it. Yeah, so basically what I found is I found a bunch of facts that we're talking about the name of Soggy Bottom, which was the working title, and it is the name of the waterbed company, so you both can get that point as well.
Bing bong.
And I know Henry put bottoms. I'm just being generous at this point.
Well, yeah, initially you weren't going to give us either of it first.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
But with that being said, I've got 5 questions left, and now it's get the gain a point, lose a point. Basically, if you get a question correct, you gain a point. If you get it incorrect or blackboard it, you lose a point. The scores at the moment, I've got Henry on 20 points, and I've got Michael on 16.
Not bad.
With that being said, the first of the last 5 questions is: how many times has Paul Thomas Anderson been nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay? Five, 4,
Data.
2, pins down. Henry.
I'm scared it might be 2, but I said when in doubt, 3 doubt.
Michael.
See, I think they nominate him quite often. I think it could be 4.
The correct answer is one person is only 1 away, and it's 5. It's
Really?
Boogie Nights, Magnolia, There'll Be Blood, Inherent Vice, and Licorice Pizza.
I wasn't sure about
it. Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought that was adapted for some reason. Or is the question just screenplay?
No, I mean it was.
No, that was original. No countries adapted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The next question is: What is Dirk Diggler's real name in Boogie Nights?
Damn it, that's not the Boogie Nights one. I wanted the other one, the later name. This one's, I've known this one. Whenever someone says, "Hey, what's his porn star name?" I'm like, "Can I say his real name too?"
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Henry,
Do you have another Boogie Nights question too, or is this last one?
this is the last one.
So he goes from Eddie Adams to Dirk Diggler to Brock Landers, the super action porn star.
Michael.
Yeah, Eddie Adams.
Eddie Adams is correct.
I'm a star. I'm a star. I'm a star.
Next question is, who plays Jade in Inherent Vice? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
Not sure. They all sort of lead into one. I think Reese Witherspoon's in the film, unless I've really hallucinated. So I'm going Reese Witherspoon.
Henry.
Character names. I'm like, there's only two that it could be. I also wrote with Reese Witherspoon, but if it's Hong Chow, that'll be okay too. I won't be mad.
Yeah, you probably should have put Hong Chow, as that's it. That Hong Chow is the correct answer.
I don't know their names.
And I didn't realize I doubled up on data, but that last one was a last minute change. But the next question is, which musician played film director Rex Blau in Licorice Pizza?
Malcolm knows why this is funny.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Yep. Which musician played film director Rex Blau in Licorice Pizza? And 5,
Tato would still get this wrong.
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
I feel like I've forgotten someone. I don't know.
Henry.
Tom Waits.
Tom Waits for no one.
Oh,
Tom
he
Waits
is.
is correct.
He is a musician, isn't he? I keep thinking he's an actor. Sorry, yeah, that's
He's
correct.
both. Yeah, he's been acting since 90s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
And the last question is, at what location did Daniel and Eli have their big fight at the end of There Will Be Blood?
Very, very specific or general? I'm just kidding.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Michael.
Bowling alley.
I think I should start a rule that whenever anyone asks me how specific, I'm just deducting a point from them. But
Daniel's home bowling alley.
bowling alley, that's correct. But with that being said, and your winner with 21 points is Henry Confidential. Michael had 15 points at the end of that. But Michael, how did you feel about your performance today?
I think I misunderstood you. I thought there was 5 questions and then we were doing win a point, lose a point. So I may have not taken that on the same as I should. But I mean, it sounds like a bad score, but I don't know. It was fine. It was enjoyable. It was good to chat, as I said. Haven't done one of these for what feels like ages, so that was fun. Yeah, no. I'm neutral.
But Henry, how do you feel about pulling out the win today?
Win loss, that's not the point of why I do these. Like I said at the beginning, it's more of testing my fandom. Like if I ever want to say, hey, I'm putting something as a strength on a wheel, or hey, I'm a fan of this director, then no one questions it. You know what I mean? Like that's the whole point of it. And that's because I feel like in the community, a lot of people are fans of certain things, but like, are are they? Do you really know anything about it? So that's kind of what I am with this, so it doesn't get oversaturated. And also, if I wasn't here, then Michael would have been playing with himself. So at least I gave him something. Boogie Night style.
Yeah, that's something we just can't show on YouTube.
That's on the Full Metal Patreon, guys. Sign up.
But yeah, it happens. It does happen a lot. People sign up for these figures. Oh yeah, I really know these. I was like, and then they end up with 2 points in an Oscars match.
Yeah, I also feel like there's 9 movies. So 9 movies. If you get like Michael, you got a little over half, and then counting the gain a point, lose a point, and I was like 60% or whatever in 9 movies. I feel like that's fair because people are getting 90% or whatever in 3 movies. You know what I mean? So the fact we did really well in 9, I feel like that's pretty cool.
But with that, no, but that is the last round match. I'm going to be taking a little short break from random matches for at least the next couple of weeks, just because some of the matches that we had in April took a long time to make, and I just need to catch up on writing some other ones. But they'll be back. I'll have the updated schedule up later anyway. But with that, it's a lot of fun doing these. And next week I'm probably going to have the announcement of the singles tournament of what matches are there, and but that being said, that is the end of the match, and
I'm a nerd. Okay, leave